Hello, friends. James Stevenson and Loki here, back with another episode about dollar cost averaging. This is a good strategy. It's often recommended by personal financial planners or advisors. Just buy a set amount of stock every week, set it and forget it. That way, when the stock price is lower, you'll get more shares. And when the stock price is higher, you won't be spending more money per week buying those shares. You'll get less of them, but you'll accumulate more over time that way, right, Loki? And to illustrate that, as I switch to Loki's bed cam, so you can see him hop back in bed there, and stretch it on out. This is our last video we're going to record tonight, buddy. I'll share my desktop with you and show you the work that I did on this dollar cost averaging table. Answering the question, have you ever wondered how much Tesla you'd have today if you had bought $100 worth of stock every week for the past 15 years? It would be a little over 10,000 shares worth more than $4.6 million today because the stock price has appreciated in value so much over that time period. So what is the table showing you here? Well, for the year, this is the year Tesla IPO'd. Initial public offering means you couldn't buy Tesla stock as a private individual before then. You had to be an insider or a pre-IPO investor to be able to own any Tesla stock before 2010. Then, once it became a publicly traded stock at about $1.64 on November the 9th of 2010, if you had bought $100 per week, I did it a simplified way. I just took one price per year and threw the whole $5,200 for that year at that one price, figuring that's probably close enough. Yeah, you would have been able to purchase 3,171 shares of Tesla stock. Now, that's adjusted for splits. Tesla stock has split twice. Once 5-for-1 in 2020 at the end of August, and once 3-for-1 at the end of August 2022. So combined, those are a 15-for-1 stock split. So at the time, it was more like 200 shares, 210 shares, something like that at the time. But the next year, the stock price had only gone up to about 206 per share. So it was $30 at the time. But adjusting for splits, that's only $2 per share. And the same thing was true in 2012. Before, those stock prices really went up a lot. So in 2013, $9. And it stayed range-bound for a while. 2014, where I did most of my buying, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, you could actually have gotten Tesla stock in early June for about $12 that year. So you would have done better that year than it makes you look, but probably it evens out over this long period of time. Anyway, you would have been real happy with your decision to buy $100 worth of Tesla stock per week since 2010, if that had been your strategy. How happy? Well, you'd have $4.6 million worth of stock, 10,762 shares. What's really interesting is how long it's been between 10 and 11,000 shares. It's been that way since 2017. So you've already got 8,269 of the shares by the end of the third year, right? That's the way it works. Stock takes off. And what else do I want to say about this post? Oh yeah, here's some frequently asked questions. What would have been the average purchase price today? $7.73. So I was able to answer that from my Tesla chart spreadsheet where I made this. So this is how you make a spreadsheet that'll give you those answers. So I just went down here and added up, hey, how many dollars worth of nominal investment would that have been over those I guess it's 16 years if you count inclusively. I'm just calling it 15 years to be a round number. So that's the same 10,762 you see in this cell. It's just the cumulative number of shares you would have acquired. So the amount you invested divided by the number of shares you got. This number actually isn't dollars, it's shares. $7, $7.73 per share average cost basis. Yeah. And then I stumped Grok. I asked Grok, hey, if you had split up your $100 per week investment between Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, which would have been Facebook, and back in 2010, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Netflix, how would you have done? And then Grok was unable to answer the question. That's too complicated a question for ReplyBot Grok to handle. I think Grok Expert standalone app would probably be able to swing it. And that's my video for today. So with that, we will check back in with Loki, who has settled down for a little nap here on Thanksgiving. Maybe we'll get him some more turkey before bed. And with that, I will remind you to like the video. If you like the video, that'll help the algorithm recommend this video to others like you who might also like it. Make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate all of you who support me, especially my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.